show you another great fight, another world title fight on this bill in Bolton tonight. The battle for the vacant WBA light welterweight title. Souleymane Mbaye, Frenchman, and has a great record as well. This fella, just one defeat in 8 years and 35 fights. A very classy fighter indeed, born in Paris. In the other corner, Raul Balbi from Buenos Aires in Argentina, experienced, typical really come-forward South American fighter, and he has got a powerful dig on him. A reminder, it is Ricky Hatton's old world title that is up for grabs. This one is a thriller. Pick it up at the start.
Seconds out, round one.
I like the look of this contest for the vacant WBA title. Mbaye, the taller man, Senegalese parents, born in Paris. Raul Balbi, stocky, typical sort of Argentinian fighter, if you like. Vastly experienced and still a very live contender. In his 63rd professional fight, the shorter man, Balbi, in the blue and white shorts, came in with the Argentine flag behind him. And Mbaye, part of the Sports Network organisation, now in terrific shape. Just look at his physique, he is absolutely ripped, Duke.
He certainly is. Just took a lovely right hand there, Johnny, you said that. He's in trouble.
Left uppercut from Balbi, and Balbi looking to take him out here in the first round. And Mbaye's in real trouble here. His corner are going absolutely bonkers. Balbi's corner saying, get in there and try and finish it now. Left hook began the damage, uppercuts thundered in, and Mbaye is still on unsteady legs, and there's more than a minute and a half of this opening period to go. Big shots going in again, headshots, and Mbaye blinks, and all that conditioning we were talking about, well, that's going to come to the fore now as Balbi leaps in behind another snapping jab and showing straight away that this man has been a professional since 1993, still has an awful lot left in the tank, but there's a good right hand from the Frenchman. Well, what a start to this fight.
He still hasn't recovered, John, as you just said that. He took the shot, still hasn't recovered, still, he's got a very relaxed nature, John. It's just the way he carries himself. He's very relaxed, very a little bit nonchalant, a little bit don't care attitude. But what Balbi's done is just absolutely shot into the core. And Balbi's a good punch picker and a very solid performer.
He's won 6 on the trot coming into this, and is Mbaye going to get through to the bell to end this opening period? He looks as though he's starting to relax more and starting to get more composure, and picks his man off with a right-hand counter in there, but Balbi trying to pressurise, trying to walk in. Really richly experienced, had his first world title shot way back in 1997 when he lost to Artur Grigorian, former WBA lightweight champion, and here, after losing his title and surrendering his career for a couple of years, back here and looking to continue his dominance in the closing seconds of the opening period.
See, and what Mbaye's doing, he's throwing little shots to the body and coming back to the head. But what Balbi's doing is just stalking him, and he's just swinging the shots in, got him again.
It was the left hook again, and Mbaye takes it well, but another really good solid left hand from Balbi. That's been the damaging punch of this opening period. Fascinating fight. And Mbaye, who's been training with Amir Khan.
You forgot this.
Practical and exciting. Don't see that very often. The new Skoda Octavia VRS.
The classic John Wayne collection. His greatest movies on digitally remastered DVD. Issue 1 at newsagents now for just $2.99.
Set out. Round 2.
The one defeat on Mbaye's professional record came back in 2003 against Vivian Harris in Las Vegas, and on that occasion he got rocked in the second round and was never really able to get back into it. Well, he's had a very, very rocky opening period now and needs to try and get his boxing skills to count here. Not a big puncher, Mbaye. He's got a reach advantage, and he does maintain a good work rate when he settles into his rhythm. But straight away, Balbi looking to tee off with the meaty shots. Here come the hooks again. Good body shots.
Well, Mbaye, he's about a head size taller than Balbi, so he needs to try and use his reach and just stay out of the way until his head clears. His head's not quite cleared fully as yet.
Well, I know it's a 12-round fight, and there's a long way to go. Good left hand there from Mbaye. That was a neat little left hand in close, snapping little left hook. And Balbi just blinked a little bit from that one, and now wants to cover up a little bit more as Mbaye tries to settle into a rhythm and spear his man with the left jab before following up with the right over the top, which was on target.
Well, you know, if Mbaye would have started this fight with the same urgency as he's shown in this round, he wouldn't have got nailed in the beginning. Nice right hand, left hook from Mbaye. Good quality shots. Looks like he's regrouped at the moment, John.
That's good work from Mbaye. Been a professional since 1998. 34 wins, just the one defeat. Oh, good shot. Really good shot, and he's turned this one around with that. Balbi up a little bit too quickly. He's taking the 8 counts. WBA rules. Referee Paul Thomas, and his 131st world title fight here today. The referee from Derby having a good look at him, but that was a really good, short, crisp, straight counter from Mbaye. And how well has Balbi recovered?
Well, he looks, he's just nailed Mbaye with the same shot. This is a fantastic fight. I mean, we're looking at world-class fighters now just plying their trade. Both sparring for openings, both obviously can take a reasonable shot, but not a great shot.
Remember, this is for the vacant WBA title, the light welterweight title. Junior Witter and DeMarcus Corley are fighting for the vacant WBC title next month, and Ricky Hatton fighting for his old crown, the IBF title. Supposedly that fight coming up against Juan Orango in November.
Well, this one's up for grabs, John. It really is. You know, it's a knockdown, nearly a piece now.
Good shot again from Mbaye. Balbi, 32 years old, as I say, in his 63rd professional fight. He may be slightly past his best, possibly.
The alarm that always wakes you, the face you always pull, the cereal you never finish, the girlfriend you kiss goodbye, the road you've lived on for years, the car that never moves, the shop that's always open, the kids on the school run, the door you see too late, the lamppost you slam into, the legs you'll never use again, the day you went to work.
To run from the law, he'll have to hide out in someone else's crib.
You should be nursed.
Little man.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Third round of 12, and they were working a little bit on the left eye of Souleymane Mbaye between rounds. Just starting to swell slightly, maybe, from those hurtful right hands that Balbi's thrown. One round apiece so far, but Mbaye's round, the second, would be scored 10-8 because of the knockdown.
Let's see if Mbaye can close the show now. You know, he's had his man down on the deck. Needs to capitalise a little, jump on him. You know, keep the counter punches coming, because he's got the guy coming onto the shots, which just adds to the weight of the punch. It's a nice big ring, and he's using it. He's adopting a nice counter punching style, so he's got plenty of time to go. He's tried the right hand again.
He's a class operator, Mbaye. He's fought at a high level, beats arguably the outstanding French fighter, in fact one of the outstanding fighters in the world through the 90s, Khalid Rahilou, back in 2002. That was the fight which really established him as a name to conjure with in this division. But that's another solid left hand from the Argentinian. Good work from Balbi. Look at this. They're really going for it, Duke.
These two are certainly going, as you say, for it, John. There's a lot on the line there. There's a World Championship on the line. You wouldn't really expect anything less. But these are, oh, lovely right hand there from Balbi. Uppercut.
Left hook it was, Duke. Terrific shot.
Sorry, the referee, well, the cameraman just impaired my vision right there, John, but it was a fantastic shot. Just saw Mbaye's head just jerk back with the force of the punch.
Just get the feeling that the fight, even at this early stage, at an absolutely crucial point, whoever can land the more meaningful punches, and Mbaye it is who's told for holding on, and perhaps no wonder, because there were some hurtful-looking left hooks thudding into his ribcage. Good work, good right hand.
You just don't want this one to end, John. This is a classy fight for two world-class operators.
And Mbaye is getting more and more success with that right hand. The taller man from France.
But he cannot fight Balbi on the inside. He throws nice long-range punches. He's chopped down with the right hand. Should be still setting him up with the jab and then trying to put the combinations together. But he's getting into close quarter exchanges and coming off second best.
They always say that boxing is a question of styles. Styles make fights. It's one of the oldest cliches in the world. You know, you sort of get a Danny Williams against an Audley Harrison and it simply doesn't work. You get this one, and we've had more action in 2.5 rounds than we did in 12 rounds of that particular contest. This is really no-hold-barred action. And here's Balbi right into the face of Mbaye again, trying to force the pace. Real good pressure fighting in close.
He's got shorter arms, so he's going to work better on the inside. Is Balbi. So what Mbaye needs to do is shoulder him up, push him back, keep him at bay with a jab.
Good round.
If you hurry, you can get 0% finance over 4 years on nearly every model in the Renault range. As we said, nearly every model in the Renault range.
Well, it's been a long day for Strahan. What a lovely shot!
Forget your right guard. Let's start again. Start every day with an upward spray of Right Guard Total Protection. Its time-released odour protection will never let you down. Right Guard Total Protection. Start right, end right.
Round 4.
Well, looking at the two corners, although Balbi was down in the second round, I suspect that the Argentine camp are a little bit happier the way this one's going at the moment. Oh, but what a good shot! Talk about the curse of the commentator, just as you're saying that. Terrific shot from Mbaye, turned his right hand beautifully, down went Balbi. Good shot.
Absolutely peach of the right hand. What you had there was Balbi just walked straight onto the shot, took full weight of the shot, and this is where his class comes into it. Mbaye just got to pick his punches, take his time almost, because Balbi's not still quite right. Set him back up with the jab.
Can Mbaye now come on strong? I reckon he may have lost the third round, certainly lost the opener, and had the knockdown in the second, and now another knockdown here in the fourth. And a big right hand from Mbaye, looking to tee off with that danger shot into the side of Balbi's head.
Oh, lovely left hook. He's thrown the right hand to the body, left hook over the top. As Mbaye and Balbi now looks a little bit desperate and a little bit more hurt. Needs to cover up and try and bide some time. Claim, hold on, step on his toe, pull his head down.
Can he do that? Can he now find his way back into this round? He needs to tuck up. There's blood coming from the right nostril of Balbi now, as Mbaye suddenly senses that he is now the dominant force in this fight. Clipped him with the left hook as he came in. Balbi leaping in behind the right hand, and another right hand, and a chopping left. Good work from Mbaye, right on top here.
Balbi's almost a sitting duck right now. He's getting hit with just about everything, and Mbaye's adopting a nice work pattern. He's fighting with both hands, right hands, left hooks, looking to try and bring the guard down if he can from the body shots. There's one hook to the body.
And Balbi is on the receiving end. He's bravely trying to come forward, but the cleaner work is from Souleymane Mbaye, and rocks him back again with another right hand and a terrific left hook. Paul Thomas is keeping a close look at this, and I think the fight's all over. It's all over in the 4th round, and Souleymane Mbaye celebrates. He's the WBA light welterweight champion of the world, and a terrific sustained attack was enough to finish Raul Balbi. He had his man down twice, and there is the face of a beaten man, and Mbaye, the Frenchman, is the champion.
Well, you know, his class told in the end, John. Had a rocky start, walked onto the shots, got rocked heavily, but his class told in the end. He's clawed his way back, decked his man a couple of times, cut him, busted him up, and it was becoming pretty much one-way traffic at the time of the referee's intervention.
I have to say, I think that was mightily impressive, because he had a bad first round. He shipped some terrific shots from Balbi in that opening round, and he managed to ride out the storm, and look how much it means to them. There are tears of joy in that corner, and look again at the way the end came.
Look at the chopping right hand.
Here's the knockdown. That was the right hand. That's the one that put him down. The
chopping right hand, which he'd been throwing all night long. Obviously, he'd found a spot for it, and he just kept plying it and plying it. But what impressed me about it was from Mbaye was the way that he's picked his punches and mixed them up like a true world-class. The little step across there, like a real true world-class challenger, and now the champion.
He's celebrating right in front of us, waving to the crowd and to the French commentators. And look at that, as Duke was saying, stepped across, delivered that hurtful left hook, and looked for the right over the top. And now Balbi just about defenseless there. And Paul Thomas, I think absolutely rightly, says enough. Balbi didn't like it, but the French world champion is Souleymane Mbaye.